Okay. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have two new brothers with us. Vishnu and Eugen are joining us for the match review for Germany versus Portugal. So, before jumping into the video, I want to welcome Vishnu and Gajen. Gajen pula. Sorry, Eugen.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Hey,
See,
Krishna,
your
get my
name
name.
Don't
there.
Gajan.
Your name there is weird.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
I put a liars. Okay.
okay.
Okay, YouTube you got a name. This on Zoom also got a name. Huh? WhatsApp profile picture also don't have.
Can never put your real name there.
Why are you doing some
Okay.
shady business? Okay. Anyway.
We'll have that for
Uh,
another video. Okay.
Okay, anyway, so let's jump right into the match, guys. So, you can tell us about the overall match. What do you think, Day? How was the match?
I felt when first Portugal took the lead, I thought that they were going to build some momentum on the game. But then ultimately, I think they lost the match through the flanks. Like, I don't know what their fullbacks were doing, but they were just like conceding crosses here and there, like
Rafael
from the
Guerrero
flanks. They
and
didn't
yeah,
and Nelson Semedo. So they
yeah,
were not closing the crosses as much as they should. Of course, they are both very good attacking wise. Like Nelson Semedo has been doing well for Wolves and all in attacking what wing back position, but I don't know, defensively he was just not there. Um, most of the goals, like most of the goals were from crosses from the flanks and all. I think all of the goals. So it's like they they didn't get it tactically right. Like, I think Germany, it took some time for them to come back
yeah,
into the game after they conceded, because it was, I think, one of the fastest counter attack we've seen so far in Euro. The first goal by
yeah. For
Portugal.
the Portugal school,
So
yeah,
if you see, yeah, Bernardo Silva, as he was trying to make the pass to Jota, you can see Cristiano sprinting down the halfway line, and he scored lah.
but I
So,
think
but
it's still a poor defensive performance from Germany for the first goal, lah.
yes,
Because
correct.
Kimmich and Ginter was not marking their man. I mean, acres of
Yeah,
space for uh, Jota.
both teams defensively they were not strong, but of course the
Not
most the
strong towards
Portugal
the
one lah.
end. You saw Germany how they improved, right?
Yeah, but then still they like, of course, the second goal Germany considered is a set piece.
Okay?
Overall, if you ask me, Germany they deserve that win lah. Considering both sides they had defensive issues and all. Germany still they had more chances. They had more intensity in their game. And then I don't know lah. Portugal, the moment they scored their third goal, right? They were losing 3-1. I don't see the energy anymore. Until when it came 4-1, they scored 4-2. Then only you can see them. Oh, okay, we have some chance for that. We started attacking. But then again, like, I don't know, like, they're still too dependent on that one
No,
man player. Like, I think we know who.
I mean, the one man play is the next thing we're going to talk about. So before that, I think uh, as Vishnu was saying, Germany deserve win, definitely deserve win. But Portugal, once the second half started and Germany they just came in. You know, they
You
knew.
couldn't handle the pressure, no,
Yeah,
Portugal.
Yeah,
The first, all the crosses flying here and then they all buta.
they like how to say like Germany knew like the first match against France they played well, but they didn't
mm,
score. And then the first half
Yeah.
also same. The first 20 minutes Germany played well. They should have scored the first 20 minutes itself, but
mm.
they didn't score. Then they got punished by Portugal 1-0.
But
So
their first offside goal, right? That was like a reality check to Portugal.
yeah,
Offside
yeah.
goal,
Yeah,
right?
I felt that
Look,
they should have learned from that.
Talking about offside goals, I think the second goal was offside, I don't know how the referee gave for
wait,
Second
the
Germany.
goal.
second goal. What was the goal? Which one? Huh?
Which one?
The Germany one, the own goal.
German second goal.
Yeah,
Oh,
before that, the
Okay.
build up, the cross, the Gosens cross.
ah,
Uh-huh.
Gosen was offside, his hand. I don't know. Some matches they say hand.
Hand is not part of the play, right? How do they take that part? Only considering your
But
arm,
you
right?
see, some Premier League matches they gave it offside. So many Premier League matches they gave it offside.
Premier League, like, the line itself, be thick
and
as.
the thing is that the referee who was in this match is a Premier League referee, is Anthony
Exactly,
Taylor, right?
exactly.
Exactly.
But I think very inconsistent this rule. They need to like check the rule. Like they're screwing teams. Like so many teams got screwed up because of this stupid line rule. Like, come on, make a decision. Is offside or not? but
Then,
never
Yeah,
the.
because
understand, why do they carry up the flag only once the attack is done, or let's say once the ball goes into the goal, then they raise the flag. In the play,
that one
when
is
the
the new
ref already knows when it's offside, they don't raise the flag. No, I still don't understand.
the
It's
new
like keeping
rule
off
day.
the play.
The new rule day. The
The
new
new
rule.
rule. The new rule.
But
I mean,
yeah,
what's the
lah,
point? What are they trying to get out of it?
obviously the
What is the
obvious
game?
offside they must take up the flag lah. I mean,
They must take up. Yeah. The one that he feels that is very controversial, then he let the play to continue first, and then let VAR decide if it's offside or not. That's the new rule lah.
But damn
So
Potong's team, you know.
yeah lah, what to do? You cannot like, celebrate until you get the referee say so, So like that lah.
so
Hey, talk
But
about the
then
counter attack.
counter attack.
counter attack,
What you can talk about it, Dave.
the
No
Portugal's
problem.
one lah.
Because I got nothing to say lah. I mean, apart from that one counter attack, I don't think Portugal's overall gameplay was good lah. Since the first game, since Hungary game, nothing was so great about the Portugal's attack lah. To be honest, lah. But the first
I
counter
think
attack,
they
was good lah. They really,
yeah
really good lah. I mean, Germany should have defended better lah. But
all credit goes to Ronaldo lah for the counter attack.
Yes.
Being a 36-year-old, and then he was the first one to have contact from the corner. No,
clearance.
Yeah.
back it's been bloody hell.
that's why he can really run like he can really
So,
compete with
now
what
we are
youngsters
talking
these
about
days, lah.
Ronaldo, right? So let's come to this question lah. Is Portugal a one-man team and one-man team?
Reality check, they are a one-man team, but I think they were not trying to play as if so, because they had Bruno. They thought, okay, Bruno can feed the ball, but then I don't know where the hell that flew went. So it ended up being just Ronaldo.
I honestly think Bruno is overrated lah.
I mean, that one we'll talk later. We'll talk later lah. We are in Ronaldo's part, so
no, there's no. Okay, there's of course
This is the
Portugal's
topic
player
of the
hype.
Bruno. Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I mean, if I want to weigh in on this, I feel yes, they are a one-man team because obviously when you have Cristiano in the team, then he is like the focal point of the lab. But then I thought Portugal might ease into the game lah because when they were almost four down to the right, and then Fernando Santos brought in Moutinho for Bruno.
Yeah.
Okay lah, I think Bruno didn't have a good game, so understood lah. Okay, so. But then by doing that, he want to like do damage control. Okay, we got 4 goals today. Okay, enough. We don't concede anymore. So he like tried to play safe a bit. And then
no, the thing is, Portugal's game plan was to sit back and hit on the counter and get a 1-0 or 2-0, 2-1 lead and then just keep it. But then they were not doing the defending properly.
Yeah.
And their plan got screwed. Yeah.
That's right. If let's say they were 4 and then they got the second goal today, right? Okay, they are somehow trying to get back into the game, but then they lack the creativity. Those creativity that can be provided by players like Bruno and like Bernardo Silva. That one was very sad lah for them because he went out on injury. If let's say Bruno didn't show up, so I think Bernardo was there. Bernardo Silva was there. He's the one gave the cross for Jota for the first goal.
I think it's coming back to the one-man team talk. Definitely, I think the Portugal team is over-relying on Ronaldo. If you remember in the last Euro, it was not the case. I mean, yes, Ronaldo was there, but they gave enough importance to other players like Quaresma and all those fringe players, But the previous World Cup and this Euros, I feel like it's becoming a Ronaldo team, like Argentina, Messi team. When it becomes a one-man team, it starts to fall apart. No matter how good the person is, like Juventus themselves, they rely on Ronaldo too much. But to be honest, Juventus themselves were very good before Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So now it's like Ronaldo is the man. He will score, he will assist for us. Everybody just put the ball to him. So that's what happened to Portugal also. Vishnu,
and then if you notice, right, Fernandes also, he was playing too high up. I mean, he's expecting ball to be fed to him, but he should be the one feeding the ball. No? He's like close with Ronaldo only. But he come down, grab the ball, and then feed the ball to players. I don't understand. He's too high up. So
he was quite high.
I don't know what's he trying to do also.
No,
Yeah,
when
true
I saw
lah.
the
Football
Portugal
lah.
team, is that
Huh?
when I compared both the teams last night, I could see clearly Portugal was relying on star power, and that was clear. And then Germany, they really gel well as a team. They are a real team that everybody has chemistry with, and like you can see all of their individual abilities
Yeah.
gel well together as a team. But that's not the case for Portugal. You
The
know,
so we can move into the next one, which is the Germany's midfield. So we're talking about players that Portugal has and how star power and just a one man team. Germany's midfield is of course Gundogan and Cruz.
Whose
So
was crucial? I
Cruz
think it's better than Gundogan.
Cruz was crucial, damn nice. We'll quote that.
Serious. I don't know. I like his gameplay. I mean, Gundogan, I didn't see much of him. I mean, he was here and there, but then Cruz was showing up most of the time. If you ask me.
I
For
think
me,
Cruz was
yeah,
pulling the strings, lah. In the middle of the park.
Yeah.
for me in the first game, Cruz and Gundogan were so negative. Like they kept going sideways and backways. They weren't like really pushing the ball in front.
This
But
time, it's easier for them because Portugal's defense like collapsed already. Semedo,
yeah,
I don't know what world was he in when he was playing.
yeah, a lot of times Germany's wing backs were so free. Like nobody's marking them.
Yeah.
Unlike France, you see in the France game, Griezmann was actually defending for France.
Oh yeah, you saw that one tackle,
Yeah.
right? He ran all the way just to make that one tackle. Then they said, why is Griezmann in the team? He's always in the
Yeah.
lineup.
Griezmann actually is not playing striker. So only for the previous game against Hungary, he was playing in his position. In the first game, he wasn't playing in his position.
Yeah.
So that's why,
Because
I mean,
you
the
have to
Germany's
expect them to come back, lah. Like the forward players to come and do your defensive duties and all. But then they were really caught out, lah, at the back, Portugal. So they took advantage, lah. Germany, they
But I
found a lot
think-
of spaces.
Talking about that, right? Coming to Ruben Diaz. Some say they are
Okay,
overhyped.
this is a Portugal player hype lah. So let's talk about it. Yeah.
Ruben Diaz lah. Okay lah. Again, what is your say on him? I don't know lah.
I thought when I saw Ruben Diaz and Pepe pairing, it was a good blend of experience and like future talent like that, lah. I thought he was
Pepe
going to be
was
hardcore.
fine.
Yeah,
He was
Pepe is
good.
fine. He's like, I thought he was going to be a hardcore centre back pairing, lah.
Yeah.
But then that's why the problem was not exactly the centre backs, lah. Because they were
to be honest, right, Ruben Diaz defensively was disaster also. I mean, you remember
he didn't have a good match, lah.
Yeah, if you think about Man City, right, they like to hold the ball. So Diaz will be holding the ball. He will be pushing so high up the pitch, and he will be distributing to the flanks, or he will be passing it to Gundogan and De Bruyne in front of him. But in a team that defends as deep as Portugal, sits back, clearly shows that Diaz lacks defensive qualities. I don't think defensively is as good. Even in the Champions League final, you can see like defensively he is not right up there with Van Dijk or Thiago Silva or these players, or Sergio Ramos. I mean,
Maguire, you put Silva there, you don't put Maguire. How is that?
Sorry,
Maguire is not even the same league.
Maguire can't even play in League 2 for fuck's sake, man. Sorry, man. So seriously,
we have to accept it, lah. Vishnu,
if you want to talk about Maguire, I need another whole video day. So let's not go in there, lah.
No need, I just thought.
Yeah, Portugal player hype day. Ruben Diaz, as you were saying, Vishnu. I think defensively he still lacks, lah. I remember one of the balls, Nabri was going to the byline and then he just slide in, and then Nabri just.
Oh yeah, but he missed, right?
Yeah,
correct.
Literally, like
I think the one was frustration already, lah. I know they know they're losing already. So like act of desperation, try to do something like that. Can see it towards the end, So like that, lah.
I mean, Rudiger was a better defender on the pitch, lah, than Diaz on the day.
Yeah.
Even on most days, I feel Rudiger is a better defender than Diaz, lah. Nowadays, lah.
I mean, anyone this time, lah.
Pardon?
Thank God he didn't bite anyone this time.
But he was angry. He was angry, Rudiger. If you see, he was angry. So many times when Germany lose the ball, he was angry. He was even shouting at the senior players, at Cruz and all, come back and defend.
Yeah, yeah. I think when he puts on the mask, he's a different player,
He becomes Batman lah.
So Ruben Diaz done. So we still have to talk about other players: Silva, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes.
No, Bruno what?
Fernandes. Sorry, slip of
a
my
reference
tongue.
to his penalty.
Hey, wait, before that, right, I have to give credit to Chelsea players. Billy Gilmore winning the man of the match, and then Havertz proving his worth here.
Yes,
Happy like you.
Of course, lah. At the moment, our rival fans are pissing their pants, lah. That's what I can say.
Okay, come back to Euro. No more. I was just pointing out your players, not the club. Come back.
Okay, I know you went there. Okay, sorry. Anyway,
no, one saving grace for us is that Victor Lindelof was man of the match, lah.
Saw that. But I see.
But no. For me,
come back to Euro Day. Come back to Euro Day.
We're talking about the player, not the team. Yeah.
Okay.
About this match, 4-2 match.
Okay. If you ask me, I think Bruno was not in the match, lah. Yes, he has had some bad days, and today was one of those days. So, but I still felt if he should have been kept on to somehow get some of those creative passes, lah. Because I feel he would still have done something.
The problem is keeping Bruno on is not the problem. You can keep Bruno, you can keep Messi also in the same position. The problem is Ronaldo being given too much of weight in the match. He is expected to do everything. Like, I can see the coach, he's just like relying on Ronaldo. If you see Ronaldo's better games, like Zidane knows how to use Ronaldo. He clearly told Ronaldo, you don't hold the ball. Like, you don't have to be every time at the ball. Like those days, right? When he was playing right wing and left wing.
Yeah, now he only has to be on the receiving end.
So, just Zidane always told, like, you just be in the receiving end with together with Benzema. He will assist you and you score. That's all your job. So even Juventus, that's his problem, First season, he didn't have that problem. Like, there was some kind of support. Like, he let the other players have the ball. Now in Portugal also, that's the problem. Even if Bruno Fernandes on the pitch, Bruno will take the ball, quickly pass it to Ronaldo. So it's not an end product, Ronaldo can't do anything at that position.
Yeah, that's why Bruno should be thinking for himself. I mean, he knows as a player what the quality that he has. I don't know why he has to hit all the balls, but even Ronaldo as well, right? Like, that's why Krishna said, I don't know why he get the ball immediately has to look at Ronaldo.
Yeah, correct. It all seems like Portugal's strategy is get the ball and pass to Ronaldo. But that's why I felt that all those players individually at their own clubs, they were performing at a very high level. Bernardo Silva, Jota, Fernandes, they all performed. But then it somehow seems that they were all looking for someone, instead of doing things for themselves. So I felt that's their downfall. They should have taken more chances of their own.
No, it boils down back to the manager. The manager, how he sets the team out. He should clearly tell the players, okay, Ronaldo, listen, you are the best player of our team, but we want you at the right place. That's it. Okay, limit him. They should limit his game. Unless they are in dire situation, like they are losing 2-1 or 1-0, then you call Ronaldo, you say, look, do something. Then it's different. Like, even the first goal, as you said, he from defense, he run back to attack. 36-year-old doing all that job.
Hey, talking about that, right? Saw the skill, Ronaldo's skill. I tell you,
no, I think he deserves the karma. Yeah, he deserves the karma.
The floating ball.
Yeah, because he was quite cocky on that point, I think he deserves the karma, I mean, shouldn't do that, I mean, it's not so professional, For me, it's not professional on the pitch.
Who would have thought that they would come back, they would be scoring and all? At that moment, he felt confident. Respect for that age, he could do that floating ball shit, and then with that back kick. Oh,
Talk, it already said. Go. Rolling.
So that's the thing. I mean, to be able to do that floating ball shit, right? Some more Rudiger, some more. He lasted Rudiger, like. I think that's what fact Rudiger would have felt embarrassed, if you ask me. But then again, like, he came back, Rudiger,
Yeah.
you know.
I think as coming back to the talk about, I mean, the other players in Portugal, right? So they should give the importance to the other players also lah. Like Bruno should be given more time on the ball lah, for me, and Silva should not come into the middle. Silva should play wide, like let him play wide, and Bruno must supply the balls to Jota and Silva.
Bruno should drop down a bit, get the ball.
Yeah.
He's going too high up, so he cannot create. He no space to create. So we must let him be free, look around, so that he can give him the chip in balls. You know, see that's what he's saying.
Bruno is okay lah. Honestly, just now I was just shitting on Bruno lah, but he's a good player. I know he's a good player. He's a good number 10.
Finally, some praise for a United player lah. How often do you get that from Krishna?
Wait, the
He's a
sucker
good
punch
player.
comes after this. After this, only you tell the butt, you know. Yeah.
He's a good player in the wrong team lah. In Premier League, that's a different story lah.
Hey,
so
why are you tapping now? After telling wrong thing.
We will have an argument, different Premier League argument about this. Okay. Anyway.
Yes. Okay. Next season.
He's a good player, but thing is, as you said lah, he's a classic number 10. You need to give him the ball at that 18-yard box. You know, if you don't do it, then he can't help the team also.
That's right. He was not getting enough service. He is a supplier. He needs to feed the ball. So that was not seen lah in the game today. You know. So
what about it now?
Yeah, it was lah. What about Germany's midfield was like a bit solid, right?
Midfield was solid, but it's the whole role it was played by, I think, their wing backs.
The thing is, if they control the match, Germany, they are safe. If they get counter-attacked, they are done. For me, they are done. Because Kroos and Gundogan are not at their age to run back and get the ball. Clearly, the first goal showed it. They could not recover. And to play 3 at the back, as a Chelsea fan, I've been watching Chelsea play very well with 3 at the back. You need somebody like Kante. Who's going to
for you,
yeah. And at the moment, Germany does not have anyone in the squad. Not even half as good as Kante. Because Kroos and Gundogan are not Kante type of players. They're not going to do the dirty job for you. Like Leicester's player, NDD, and all them. They
are providing players.
Yeah, exactly.
Fall back and support.
You need one guy who does the job for you. You know, one player who covers for you.
Yeah.
They don't have right. I don't think
they will track back lah.
Yeah, and they are in their 30s. For them to run back in a counter attack in their 30s.
Yeah.
It's not going to be so easy.
How far do you think both of these teams can go in Europe?
For me, Germany, I think they will go through the group lah. They will definitely go through the group.
So you're telling me France and Germany will make it through?
No, it could be Portugal also.
Okay.
Because the last game is Portugal versus France. So
that's the last game.
Portugal needs to beat them by 3 goals at least.
Somehow because France went and drew with Hungary already last night.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good game. Oh, deserve a draw, if you ask me.
France deserved to lose. I think Hungary deserved to win. They just lapsed one moment, and I think the free kick, they didn't need to send so many players up. Your plan was to defend the game, and you're playing against France, who plays counter attack with Mbappe. So
Mbappe was frustrated. Mbappe, I tell you, he was frustrated the whole game.
I felt Giroud should have been should have played I felt Giroud.
Yeah. Benzema missed the open sitter in the first half.
Yeah, that one all Giroud would have slotted in. I felt.
No, Benzema.
I didn't know why he had to whack the ball. He whacked the ball for no reason.
And he's cutting the ball at that place, like slicing shot.
It's just a tap in. It's a tap in. Just find one of the side foot. Tap in.
You just need to side foot the ball or poke the ball also enough.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. We play football, at least we know that.
Exactly.
But then again, after so long playing without the fans, you see the fans that are behind the post. Thanks, lah. But then they should be used to all of that, lah.
I think the bottom line is to score, lah. It's not to do fancy stuff, lah. You know.
Yeah, when you come to the Euros, that what's important is the goals. What the goals get you.
Yeah, I mean, if
to
it's a
progress,
league,
you know.
it's a league game or that. Never mind, like you got 2 legs or what different, lah.
Yeah.
Euro all 1 matches, you know. You have to do
Yeah.
it there and then. So for me, Germany
I
will
feel
go through,
like the
and
yeah.
Vishnu asked me how far will they go. For me, if Germany fixes its defense and is more productive up, okay, not depending on the wing backs, generally productive, they can do it in any game. Then Germany can go to the finals. Because I don't
but
see
you
any
see all
other
the possible champions of this Euro, they're all in this group, no. I don't see any other competitors.
Yeah,
in any other
I
group.
don't. Yeah, England no need to worry.
Yeah.
They'll be gone. They'll be gone in the round of 16. England.
Hey, England all. I think we can talk for a whole month or so. Like we keep doing like this.
Okay. So we are quickly running out of time. So let's ask. I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm quickly running out of time. Let's talk about. Let's ask Eugen, Germany or Portugal, how far they can go. Who will go?
I feel Germany and France will go through for the group, you know, because I think it serves as a reminder really that you can beat Germany by counter attack already, as Portugal showed. So if let's say they can strengthen up at the back, then they can avoid those kind of counter attacks, and as you said, you know, try to be more solid up front. Then we got a good favorite to win the Euros. But I feel if Portugal can somehow try to stop France means, then you never know they still can happen in the end. What do you think, Vishnu?
Wrap it up quickly, Vishnu.
If you ask me, means I think the group will only be hard because Hungary are a pain in the ass. We know that it's difficult for them to make it to first or second place, but then they are still causing trouble for all the other teams. Their willpower, if you ask me. So if you ask me, I think Germany will make it through even further than Portugal, because like Portugal, you said they are playing like a one-man team. If they change their mindset, then you can see some difference. Apart from that, I don't think so. Germany will still make it through somehow.
Okay. So thank you guys, and thank you, and hopefully we will be talking more on different matches and different reviews in the future. So thank you for joining today again. Thank you, Vishnu. Hi guys, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe.